Good morning, traders. Oh, I am so tired. I didn't sleep at all last night worrying about the market. Not really. I'm great with whatever the market's going to do right now because I'm in cash and I have complete control. This market sell off is way overdone and we are going to see a bounce in here. I'm very confident of that. And so when you look at your odds, I'm looking out over the course of the next 2 weeks. Are we going to be trading higher than this level right here, right now, this morning in 2 weeks? Yes. And if I feel that way, then I've got a strategy that I can take advantage of. And I taught it to you yesterday. Let's take a look at the overnight price action. These are the futures. You can see this big drop that we had overnight. I believe the futures were down about 270. Global markets are down about 3-4%. So very heavy selling pressure in reaction to our move Friday and also to the opening indication this morning. But you can see that the futures are well off the low. There's a particular pattern that I'm looking for this morning. It's called a capitulation low, and it has to look exactly like this. If it doesn't look like this, we don't have it. I want to see an early low. When I was in Boy Scouts, there was a saying that if you have to eat a frog, eat it quickly. Well, we want to get the pain out of the way because that's going to establish a hard low. That's going to help us identify where buyers are. For sure, buyers are at this level. They don't feel like they're going to have another opportunity to buy at this level for a long time. So they are super aggressive. And what you see is on the way down after heavy selling like this, you're going to see drip, drip, drip lower that culminates with a long red candle. Buyers step back and they're like, I'm not sticking my head into this noose. But eventually the market falls to a level where they come in and they come in aggressively. You could see a bullish hammer off of the low. You could see a bullish engulfing candle off of the low. That in and of itself is not enough. What you need is you need to quickly take out the open of that long red candle and you need to stack a second green candle immediately, not 2 or 3 bars later, immediately. Boom, another green candle and another green candle. We need those consecutive green candles. If you don't have them, or you've got dojis, or you've got a red candle mixed in there, it's not the pattern. Because buyers are so freaking relentless. They're ripping every ask. They're just moving price right through it. And they're gobbling up everything that they can. Bearish speculators, I got to cover. They're buying like crazy. And that is why those green candles must stack for this pattern. If we see it, we're going to get a relief bounce that lasts maybe 2 or 3 days. I am longer term bearish. But on a short-term basis, we have a window of opportunity for the next week to 2 weeks where we're going to see this bounce, okay? And it's going to be big. As I explained in my video yesterday, option implied volatilities are jacked. They're sky high. This is an opportunity for us to generate 5 to 10% relatively conservatively. We're not guessing, is the market going to go up? Is the market going to go down? We're saying, hey, listen, the end of the world is not coming. And these stocks and these option implied volatilities allow us to distance ourselves from the action and let the market do whatever it's going to do and tick, tick, tick. That time premium decay is going to be working in our favor. And if we get the market bounce, we're also going to see time premium decay and volatility both collapse at the same time, and we'll be able to generate a really nice income without even sweating it. So this is the tell of when the market will actually hit that low. Could be today, after 3 gaps down and losing 10% last week and another 3% or so overnight. Those are huge, huge losses. A lot of this is mechanically related. Lots of stops, lots of margin calls. And so these are forced liquidations. So this is the pattern to watch for. It has to be exactly like this. And once we start stacking these green candles, we do not rest. The market does not rest. Blam, it goes right through the high of the day and it goes right into the gap, and massive 100-point, 150-point S&P loss will be wiped out by the close of the day. I've done this many times. I've seen this pattern. We don't get it very often, but it presents us with a great opportunity. Again, don't overstay your welcome. Let's take a look at the longer-term chart for the S&P 500 so we can see where we're at. There's the big drop that we've had so far. 505 was the closing level on Friday. And look, we're at 491. 480 was a level on a monthly chart that I pointed out to you in yesterday's video. It comes across right about there. That was the overnight low. So I think 480 is going to be a pretty decent number for the market to bounce off of. Again, that is a monthly chart. So yes, there's going to be more pain this morning. We do not have to rush into anything. Let's see how far the market pulls back. Drip, drip, drip lower. We're watching a handful of stocks that we really want to execute this strategy for. We're selling naked out of the money puts. How do we find them? Well, I showed you a search that I ran yesterday. I'm going to show you a search that I ran this morning. It's got a good candidate in it. And you have bullish on a D1 basis, relative strength on a D1 basis, trade signal on an M5 basis, ADX bullish on an M5 basis. Why are these variables important? Because even if the stock has been declining, it's been declining at a slower rate than the S&P 500, and that suggests that there are longer-term buyers in it. Great. Awesome. I want to have that relative strength, and I want to know that institutions are out there supporting it, because if the market does pull back another 5%, another 10%, the stock can pull back 5%, but it's not going to pull back as far as the market is. And that allows me to gauge how far it might possibly fall. On Friday, M5, bullish trade signal. That means that when the market was falling apart Friday, this stock was holding its own or moving higher. ADX, that's an indication of trend on a 5-minute basis. Yes, that stock is trending higher into the close Friday when the market is falling apart. Awesome. That tells me there's some buyers out there. Stock price between $1 and $30. I explained that yesterday. We want to do this with one leg and we want to sell naked puts, and it works better if we're using lower priced stocks. Option rating. Option liquidity rating, -1. Lots of option liquidity. What do we got on the list? These are some candidates. SMCI is the one that I'm going to take a look at. Yes, they recently had some accounting issues, but those have been resolved as far as the SEC is concerned. The stock is trading at a PE ratio of about 8. Down where I'm looking to sell these puts, it's going to be at a PE ratio of maybe 4 or 5. The company is in the storage rack business, data centers, high-end stuff. And look, the stock has already been pounded from its high of $120. It's a quarter of that price. Is it going to continue to go down? How far is it going to go down? Is it going to lose? Let's say that the stock is currently trading at $28 or so. Is it going to shed another 30% from here? Probably not. Is it going to do that in 2 weeks? Probably not. I would say absolutely not. This stock has already been able to hold up well, and look at the relative strength. Little green above 0. This stock has been holding up relatively well. It's not ka-chunk falling apart like it had done previously. There's some support, and now institutional investors see that this stock is actually a pretty decent value. Great growth prospects with AI. I like the stock. I think it's going to be decent here. I like the fact that institutions are out there buying it. And if I can go way below this level, which you can see the low was $25, I want to go way below that. Let's see what I can get. I'm only looking to go out 2 weeks. Why? Because I'm looking for a market bounce in the next 2 weeks. If I get it, the market's going to head higher. The stock's going to head higher. These options are going to expire worthless if I can generate a 5 or 10% return in 2 weeks. Thank you very much. I'll take it. In all this uncertainty, there is clarity and there's a good trade for us. So I'm going to take a look at the April 17, $20 puts. This stock can fall $8 in 2 weeks. And I'm still okay on this strategy. That's the kind of trade that I'm looking for. So the $20 puts closed 43 cents bid, offered at 48 cents. The market's down this morning. Let it come on in. Maybe I can get 70 cents for these. Even better. My net cost on the stock will be 19.30 at that point. Am I willing to buy this stock down here? Yes, I am. I am absolutely willing to buy it down there. I don't think I'm going to have the chance to buy it down there because at a time when the market has lost 20+%, what has this stock given up? Not much in the last week or so. Could it fall down there? Okay, sure. If it does, it's a great bargain. I will buy the stock. I will take possession of it. My suspicion is that those options are going to expire worthless. My thought is that this is a huge mechanical market decline. The market is going to bounce and the stock is going to find support. It most definitely, in my opinion, is not going to fall apart. And if it happens to, worst case scenario, I'm long the stock at a really good price. Will I sell calls against it? Probably not, because I feel that the market's going to bounce in here and the stock has a chance to shoot higher, perhaps even 5 or 10% higher. I'll just sell the stock. That keeps me liquid. It doesn't keep me tied into an options position. And I'll just be able to sell it because I don't want to overstay my welcome. This is only a bounce. Longer term, the market is still bearish. I'm simply trying to take advantage of huge option implied volatilities and a stock that is already trading at a pretty decent price level from a PE standpoint and that has some relative strength and that showed me on Friday that there's a little bit of buying in it. There's a little bit of interest in it. So you can see SMCI, it started to sell off overnight, but it rallied off of those lows and it's holding those gains pretty well. What did it do on Friday? That's the price action Friday. Market meltdown. What's the stock doing? There's your close on Friday for the S&P 500. This gray line, market closing on its low, stock rallying well off of its low. There are buyers. Sell that out of the money. Put premium, $20 strike price, April 17th expiration. I'll highlight it in my future videos. I'll plan on doing a quick video before the open Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday to tell you what the best setup of the day is. Watch for that capitulation low. When it happens, you're going to see a very violent snapback rally. And then we'll want to see how high that bounce goes before it runs out of steam. And when it starts to roll over, then we'll have lower option implied volatilities. And then we'll have another entry point for our bearish longer term swing trades. That's how we're going to do it. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Thank you so much for giving these videos a thumbs up. Thanks for posting your comments. I try and reply to all of them. Help me reach more traders. Please share this video with others. Thanks. Trade well. Use that strategy. I think you're really going to like it. We will see you tomorrow morning.
Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.